Hey toy friends, welcome to another Toy Tuesday. I know it's been a hot second since the last one, and I apologize for that, but I'm hoping to be a little more consistent with this schedule. But anyway, we're talking about She-Ra today. So if you don't know, this is She-Ra's 40th anniversary, which is amazing. And I love She-Ra so much. I would say I actually watched She-Ra more than He-Man, maybe? I don't know. I think maybe I watched She-Ra or He-Man first, obviously, because She-Ra came up. Wow. Words. She-Ra came out after He-Man, but I have very vivid memories of She-Ra and like just being fascinated by the whole world of She-Ra and all the characters and all that. So She-Ra holds a very special place in my heart. But anyway, Mattel has been putting out these action figures based on the cartoon, both for He-Man and She-Ra. And it's really cool because I think this is the first time Mattel has done this, because the action figures from the 80s were not necessarily based on the animated series. So now we have like proper representation from the cartoons, which is really fun. So that's what we're going to look at today. And we're looking at the She-Ra figure from the cartoon and one of the bad guys, Mantenna. So yeah. The packaging for these is pretty much the same. They all say He-Man and the Masters of the Universe on the top there. And then the character name. There's a little 40th anniversary, little mention there for She-Ra specifically. Yeah, and then you have the action figure in the blister pack. Cartoon collection right here. And then on the back, we have some really cool artwork on the top. And then a cross-sell of other characters in this line. And then kind of typically on the vintage, with the vintage figures, there would be like an action feature. But these are just like, look, she's got a shield. Look, she's got a sword. So, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, but yeah, that's She-Ra. And then I think Mantenna... Yeah, Mantenna actually has a different back, so he's got different artwork on the back. And again, cross-sell, same cross-sell, but then his action features. So anyway, enough yapping. Let's get into the toys. So each action figure comes with this mini comic, and this is a thing that they did with the vintage action figures, specifically He-Man. But yeah, it's just a mini comic, kind of specific to the action figure. So it's cute that they include these, and it's the same for both of them. And then also with these figures, they are very modular. So you can pop all the joints off and the heads and do swapping and all that. And they include this sheet with each action figure specific to the figure, which is like kind of crazy that these are like unique to the figure. But it shows you all the different like pegs and whatnot that are removable. So it's cool. It's a cool feature. So let's start with She-Ra, Princess of Power. So this is her front and her back. It's all she's all molded plastic, no like actual hair, which is unfortunate, but you know, it's an action figure technically. So, but I feel like she is very, they did a really good job of representing what she looked like in the cartoon, I think. Because I think the face is really good. The outfit is pretty accurate. And then she does have a bunch of articulation, so she can move her head side to side a little bit. Her molded hair kind of hinders her movement a little bit. But she can move her arm out. She's got elbow articulation. And she does have wrist articulation, I think. There's a thing there. It's really stiff if she does, but there is like a joint there, which I'm assuming is for her sword. Yeah, it moves. It moves. And then she does have a twist at the waist. She can kind of move her leg up. The skirt kind of hinders that a little bit. And then she can bend her knee, and she does have ankle articulation. So for like a tiny little action figure, she's pretty articulated. So that's really cool. And then she comes with 2 accessories. She comes with her sword, which if you're familiar with the cartoon, it's pretty accurate. And it's just like a plastic sword. It's a little bendy. I wish it was a little more rigid, but you know. And then her shield, which is her sword. So if you don't know, in the cartoon, she can transform her sword into various things, and one of the things that you see a lot is the shield. And you can see it's very similar, like the gem is kind of there. And then I want to show you the swappable parts here. So you can pop her head off like that, and then you could technically take the cape off. I'm not sure why you would, but you can do that. You can also remove her arm, pop it back in. I think you can remove her torso like that. Oops. And then I think, is it the boot? Where's this other one? I thought her boots would come off, but maybe not. Here she is with her sword, and her wrist is articulated so that she can actually make this pose where she's like holding up the sword. Otherwise it would look awkward. So I'm glad they included that articulation there. So now let's move on to Mantenna. This is his front and his back. So I really love this character. I remember really enjoying this character as a kid. I don't know if it was just like his voice or just like how weird he looks. He's like kind of like squirmy. I think I was like really into the multiple leg thing. That really kind of fascinated me. So, but yeah, he is a very interesting looking character. I love his bug eyes, and his color scheme is really cool. And like I said, the legs, the fact that he has multiple legs is really fun. I'm not sure why his back legs aren't painted though. Like his front legs are painted black, but his back ones are not for some weird reason. But anyway, and then articulation is pretty good. Same as the She-Ra, basically. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. I feel like all the figures have movement at the waist because they can, you know, pop off like that. So, and then there is articulation in each of the legs. So he can move at the waist here, at the knee, and then there's a swivel at the calf here. And then his foot is also articulated, goes back and forth, and it can also rock side to side a little bit. Yeah, and all 4 of them can do that. So you can get them in all kinds of like weird poses. So they were able to maintain a feature from the vintage character, which I think is really awesome. I don't know if it worked the same way, but there's like a lever or a button or whatever you want to call it back there. So when you push it, his eyes bug out, which is really funny because he did that a lot in the cartoon. So I'm really glad that they were able to keep this feature. It's such a fun kind of gimmick. So do you want to get weird and do some mixing and matching? I'm going to try putting She-Ra's head on his body. Oh no, I forgot. So She-Ra is on a different body type than the male character. So there's the male characters and the female characters. There aren't a ton of female characters in the line, but they are smaller. So I don't think you can mix and match, unfortunately. So I totally forgot about that. So that's a bummer. I wanted to put She-Ra's head on Mantenna's body, but now I can't. I can only imagine. So final thoughts on these 2 figures. I really like them. I am so happy. When I found out that they were doing this line, I was so excited because that's kind of like I'm kind of more into these than the actual original vintage figures. I mean, they're still nostalgic to me because I had a bunch of them, but to get actual like cartoon accurate figures is pretty amazing, specifically for She-Ra. These are pretty awesome. I love this Mantenna so much. I actually have the original Mantenna, and he looks different. He definitely looks different. But I think I prefer this one because in the original one, his legs are kind of fused together, which is very strange. I'm not sure why they did that, but yeah, this is much more accurate and better in my opinion. So yeah, I'm very happy with these. Let me know what you think of these characters, these action figures, in the comment below. Let me know if you watched She-Ra as a kid. I would love to know how many people who watched She-Ra. Let me know. So thank you as always for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't already, please remember to subscribe. I hope you're having a lovely whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you next time.